Yo, what's up YouTube family? It's your boy Koozie back into with another hot TikTok reaction video. Today we're gonna react to some creepy and woke TikTok reactions. I'm talking about the kind that's gonna have you questioning everything. With that said, if you're new to the channel, let's go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, especially if you want to see more videos just like this. One more thing, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything that you hear or see in these videos. Don't believe anything that I say in these videos. Always do your own research and always use your own discernment. Let's go, baby.
Okay guys, check this out. Now, this is the demon face video, of course, and I'm pausing it throughout this video, and you will see that this guy shows up and looks through his kitchen window, and this is what he sees. Now, this is the story that I'm told. This is what he sees. It's like a cabin-like house, and then he looks through and he sees this. Now, I want you to know, I'm not saying that I believe that this is real, but I am saying this. And people need to realize when disclosure really ultimately comes out and the real truth is revealed, it's not going to be all good. Some of the things that are cloaking themselves, that are hiding in the shadows, are exactly stuff like this. Now, whether or not this is real, I can't tell you that. But I can tell you this, not everything is love and light. If you believe that, you're going to be sadly mistake. I mean, you're just going to be really disappointed. Let's put it that way. Leave your comments.
Y'all think he tripping, or do y'all think that's just something that's really in the glass? Is it coincidence or not?
I will bring this full circle, and this is the reason why I started making content to protect our children.
So in Southern California, more than a dozen U.S. Marines are under arrest tonight on charges that include human smuggling. They're based at Camp Pendleton. That's about an hour's drive from the Mexican border. And David Martin has details of the arrest that was done as a public display for the entire unit to see.
First, there were 2 Marines accused of human smuggling. Now there are 16 more. All members of the same battalion arrested at Camp Pendleton, California today during morning formation.
I'm going to stop right there, okay? If this is in our military, who is giving these orders? What I can speak as facts is that we all know this number, 800,000, in the United States being number 1 in a certain missing category. Now, you ever ask the question why that? Out of all the social issues that get brought up in campaigns, in politicals, why, oh why, is 800,000 going missing a year not a political topic? And then when you start hearing these charges that get thrown to, honestly, people taking orders under command. There's a saying in the military, you're no longer your own property. You are property of the government of the United States. What happens if you don't follow an order? Court-martial, dishonorable discharge, Cuba, maybe? Article 1, Article 156. Y'all know where I'm getting at. Penalized, even if you are doing the right thing. Shit, what happened to the people that got penalized for not taking the So, when you hear these 16 Marines, which I revere Marines as the highest of the high, like you fight for American values, and I respect all of our service members, even though they've been lied to. They've been lied to about all the wars they go to, about fighting for our freedom. It's all bullshit. They're fighting bankers' wars, but they don't know that. They're going under there as patriots, but when they get into service, oh, they find out and they realize. That's why you've seen all these videos of ex-service members throwing their medals back because they knew what they did was wrong. Oh, why is it never a political topic? And who are the ones ordering these soldiers to do this? The truth would make you never fucking vote again. Because there is a reason why politics don't shine dirt on what the fuck they do. Peace to God.
Man, he on to something, man. He on to something. Definitely.
400,000 gold bars stored here.
Hold up, man. Where y'all steal that from? Man, where they get all that gold? They stole that gold from somewhere. Did they steal it from Africa? Let me know what you think down below in the comment section.
Hold up! What in the hell is going on here? We got a damn waterfall coming from the sky. This is supposed to be a canyon, not some freaking river. This ain't no hiking trip. This is straight up survival mode now. Man, I'm out here trying to see rocks and shit, and now I'm looking at Noah's Ark. Somebody better come get me.
Man, I hope my boy made it out safe, man. Safe, no problems, man. We praying for him.
I'm gonna say this nice, clear, simple and plain for the ones in the background that have a problem here. You screwed yourself. And what I'm saying on that is, next year, I promise you on everything I love, I don't want to look on TikTok and see nobody sitting up there talking about, oh, it's worse now. Oh, it's still bad. You went on this popularity bullshit. They on this DNC, whatever that is, with every popular person you can think of. And people chewed it up. They just like they figure. And Biden being in office, y'all should understand now, that was all set up from day one. Because he pulled her in as his vice president. Do you know after the first damn day, they had that set up for him to go crazy? When he was speaking at that damn convention the other night, didn't it look that crazy or sound that crazy to me? He was speaking damn good. That just led me to realize all that other time, that was just BS. Set up to make it look like he was incompetent. That's why things so bad. I'm going to tell you something. They not finished. They know how to get these people. They know how to get us, I should say. All you got to do is dance, shuck, and jive. Because that's what the hell that Democratic Party did that other night, man. Oprah, you know who, the Hawaii situation, them kids in Africa situation, little girl, the Epstein situation. But all of a sudden, she's loved again. Why? Because, hey, Oprah likes Kamala. Oh, I'm going to come out. Oh, well, Oprah's okay with me. Man, people, y'all buying into stuff, and I'm not understanding what possessed you not to actually read into things for yourself. Only thing that convention done that I saw was just bash the other guy that's running for office. That's it. Wasn't really talking about too much or nothing. The time I thought we had left, we don't have left. And I'm starting to believe myself, she's going to become president. That's set up. It's in the cards. That man cannot become president. He cannot. They're not going to allow it. And when they finish their agenda off with us, American people, see how your lives fit then. I want everybody to see this. We sit here following all this BS and these people for what, man? They ain't never done nothing for us, and I don't see it happening. And no, I'm not saying Trump's going to be the great savior. I'm not saying nothing like that. But what I am saying, we've been following Democrat, especially African-American community, majority of our lives. And we all, most of us still in the ghetto, in the hood, we fighting to get jobs. Try changing. See what that does. Just try to see what it does. And maybe we'll be satisfied with the results behind it. Then again, after this election, I don't see no hope for us no more. They finna make sure of that. I hope everybody happy with their decision.
Ooh, don't fall for the boo-boo, man. RBC recruit in the house. I know y'all ain't falling for the boo-boo. These videos are to wake y'all up and get your eyes wide awake, man, so you realize is really going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe 2024, you know, was the beginning to the end, but 2025, it's only gonna get worse, y'all. You know, like I always say, man, these videos are not to cause fear or not to fearmonger. These videos are to prepare and pitch your own game. Let me know what you think about that down below in the comment section.
Who else remembers seeing white dog shit outside when they played as a kid? I haven't seen white dog shit like this.
Damn.
Yeah, she ain't lying.
She right, because that's all it used to be, white dog shit. damn, what happened to the white dog? Is it the food? I said these animals is different. Everything is different. They fucking us up. They really are.
Man, hey man, what's really going on, man? I'm a country bumpkin, man. I remember when I was little, we used to always see that, man. Even, I ain't gonna lie, even in the city, because I'm a city boy too at the same time. Man, I remember seeing that, man. Y'all remember seeing the white doodoo everywhere. What's going on, man? I haven't seen that in years, man. I mean, years, man. It's probably been 10 plus years, man. What are we in a different like alternate universe or timeline or what? What's really going on?
Vanilla flavoring is now being made out of plastic bottles. Scientists were trying to come up with a solution for all of the excess single-use plastics we have, and they have figured out how to turn it into vanilla flavoring. I don't know about you, but the next time anyone offers me a vanilla flavored anything, I'm gonna give it a second thought.
All these flavors and everything, man, everything artificial and poisons these days. That's what I'm getting out of it. The red 40, the yellow 5, the vanilla. Come on, man. Y'all like vanilla Coke? Y'all like them cookies? Yeah, you gotta pick vanilla flavoring to make them good cookies and cakes y'all like to eat, man. That's telling y'all right now. Everything is processed and everything make that, man. We just need to get away from it and go right back to what's natural, man. Go back to nature, man. That's all I'm getting. That's all I'm trying to spread right now, man. We got to go back to natural, man. Being natural, man. Eat and consume what's given to us from the earth, man. Period.
Limes, oranges, lemons, ginger. See, the citrus, it penetrates your cells. So when the water is with the citrus and it penetrates the cells, it actually hydrates you. Like for real, for real. The regular H2O don't penetrate cells, so it's like you're drinking air. Gang. H3O2. Do your research. H3O2.
Gang. Man, I once seen somebody comment in a few videos back, man, when I said I had a course for sale, man, on my Patreon. And he was like, man, what is a hood motherfucker like you gonna teach, man, you know what I'm saying, teach people or put in a book or something? Well, they didn't say course, they said a book. It shows you how much they was really paying attention. That's why I really don't pay attention to people like that, man. But like I say, man, they get it misconceived. They say, man, what's a hood guy like you gonna teach somebody or put in a book that somebody actually wants to buy? Man, how to tell gang signs, throw up gang signs, or how to, you know, dumb stuff, man. But as you can see, man, come on, man. Just because you from the hood don't mean you're dumb, man. Shit, we got more knowledge than a lot of people that got PhDs, man. If you pay attention, we can teach you how to survive in this world, man, in the jungle. Something we know you can't do, buddy. But like I say, man, we don't pay attention to the trolls, man. We just keep on running the show, bro. Let's go.
Shane Dawson is a lot of things, but one thing Shane Dawson said a long time ago that stuck to me to this day that is actually kind of coming true is when he used to do his conspiracy theory videos, right? He said in that video, the government or Illuminati, they're going to start becoming so advanced. They will have tools and stuff to blackmail certain celebrities if they don't comply with their rules or do what they're told to say. What he meant was they could literally take a voice of you. Like, they could literally take me talking right now. They could take my voice and basically make this whole confession of me, a confession of something I've never said, admitting to a crime I never did, saying I done X, Y, and Z and I never did, and releasing it to the public to create seed of doubt, because they know the public is not going to fact check, double check, they're just going to take it as face value. And if you don't want the information out there, you got to play by rules. And it's kind of weird how we're seeing that literally coming to fruition with the AI advancement. I know some of y'all think I be reaching, but it's kind of hard not to when everything is literally playing out how they said back in like 2015, 2016. Let me give you an example. This is an AI edited clip that's making its rounds on social media right now.
I think Ariana is better than Selena. Are you crazy? Selena is an it girl. Her beauty brand, Rare Beauty, is way more successful. She was on Disney. She has more followers on Instagram. What about streams?
Literally took their voices and made it off of AI. Now, some of you have already stopped the video to make your comment. That doesn't even sound real. That sounds so choppy. Get a job. No one would ever believe that. And to those type of people, it's no arguing with. For the people that's still here at this point in the video that can reason, I know that clip was kind of choppy, but that's just a cheap version. Let's look at a version where it transitioned just a bit smoother.
Speaking of the VMAs, Taylor snatched all the awards, and Nicki Minaj outsold Scratch Off.
Now that version, it could be dressed up a little bit more. Fix the position of the heads and tweak the tone a little bit. Nobody's gonna bat an eye. That's literally how dangerous and doomed of a society we're becoming. And that's kind of what Shane was saying before he got canceled. Now, I could do a whole separate video about the rise and fall of Shane Dawson and my thought. But to make a long story short, although he is trash and sketchy, I think he dived a little bit too deep and they had to drop a couple bombs on him to chill out. Because his conspiracy theory videos, he was exposing some stuff and some higher ups was pissed. He must have pissed off the wrong one. Everything in them videos he said what happened to a celebrity happened to him. He was on top one morning by 5 o'clock p.m. Everything was taken. He'll still make them here and there, but it's such a watered down, lukewarm version. He's been staying out the public eye, but his downfall, past dumb mistake mixed with the right manipulation and the right string to pull, and boom, he was out of here.
Who remember the Shane Dawson conspiracy era, man? It was a hell of an era. Let me know down below in the comment section, man. I know it ain't too many of y'all out there.
Now, one of the most intense parts of the documentary is when it tells the story of a man named Brian Peck. Now, Brian Peck is an actor that's been in a ton of kids' TV shows. You might remember him from All That.
Pickle Boy. His pickles taste bad.
Well, allegedly, while Brian was filming these kids' TV shows, he was also molesting a kid. Well, he served 16 months in prison, and then he was released. Now, you would think after that he would be banned from Hollywood, right? 2 years later, he was back on TV. And not just any TV, he was back on kids' TV. That's right, after being convicted of molesting a child, they put him on a kids show. So in 2006, he had a part on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. And the creepiest part, he played the voice of a mirror that told underage kids how they look.
Okay, these are the nicest things I own. What do you think of this one? This one?
I don't think so.
Yeah, literally the voice of a mirror. You can see his name in the credits. They weren't even hiding it. And the things they had him saying as the mirror honestly feel so creepy after you know his past.
I'm here to take you on a little trip. Come on. Step into me.
Okay, I think you've been going a little heavy on the glass cleaner.
Trust me on this, sweetie. Have I ever steered you wrong before?
Yeah, and then there's even a part where she goes inside of him.
Look closer. Closer.
The scariest part about all of this, if you go to his IMDb page, he worked a lot, and most of them were kid shows. And for some reason, nobody cares. Nobody's firing him. Nobody is saying no. They are letting him work.
Who remember the Shane Dawson talking about the pizza, man, and the Chuck E. Cheese pizza, though, man? The Chuck E. Cheese pizza area. Talking about they use reused pizza, man, for your pizza boxes. What else? Hey, man, that's a hell of a theory, ain't it?
Your is GMO. This is a great one. Mary Jane. This is a great one. Owned by Monsanto. And Scott's Miracle-Gro is connected with the Mary Jane. What is in Scott's Miracle-Gro? Lots of aluminum. So when people go and hit the Mary Jane, guess what happens? That aluminum is going up into the brain, causing neurological issues. Guess what? Then they can sell them. A pill or a Neuralink. Are you suffering from brain fog and fatigue? We've got the perfect chip for you. So what you do is you get the whole population on the Mary Jane, which is owned by Monsanto, loaded up with heavy metals, and then you sell them a Neuralink. You put a chip in their brain and say that's the solution. But that's the whole why they legalized it and brought it back. Because Monsanto and Scott's Miracle-Gro have a very tight hold over that industry. They didn't bring it back so that you could be growing organic or doing anything like that. They brought it back to give you a different form of poison. It wasn't which had the poison in it before, or all the stuff with Coca-Cola. Now it's a different form. It comes in Mary Jane, and we got 40 different flavors and 40 different types for you.
Don't fall for the boo-boo, man, and don't smoke it either, man. If you do, partake, you know what I'm saying? Because That's dangerous. Very, very dangerous, man. If you're gonna do that, man, you might want to just cultivate your own, man, and make your own living soil, man. And when I say living soil, I mean with fruits and vegetable scraps, nothing that's been cooked, and no meats and stuff like that. Use eggshells and stuff like that, man. You know, just straight organics, man. Look it up, man. Just do your research, because that'll be the healthier route for you. I promise you.
Damn. Now somebody got some explaining to do on some real shit. Now how the fuck does Christopher Dorner's, the ex-LAPD officer who was talking about police corruption, how does his gun show up in the hands of some South Americans, some immigrants, Colombian and Venezuelan? Niggas did $1 million robbery on a watch nigga, on a nigga. And when they go to the house, these niggas done fled and they find Christopher Dorner's gun. But this mother been dead how many years? What, like 10 or so or more? I'm just saying. He was talking about that corruption in the LAPD. So somebody done took this gun, nigga, cause he damn sure ain't still alive. Somebody got some explaining to do. I'm just saying. Hashtag real spit.
What's really going on, man? Do you hear what he just said? Man, that dude passed away over like almost a decade ago. How did they get this man? Pew, pew. Man, something strange going on, for real, man. What is really going on?
Alexa, why did the frequency of music change from 432 to 440? Did the Rockefeller Foundation fund the standardization of music frequency?
Cannon.
Yes, the Rockefeller Foundation played a significant role in the standardization of music frequency. In 1939, the foundation sponsored a conference on music education in Europe, where the recommendation to tune Western music to A440 Hz was made. This frequency became the basis for the international standard for music frequency, and it is still widely used today.
Cannon.
Ooh-wee. I hope you paying attention. It's like I say, ain't nothing a coincidence. Don't fall for the boo-boo, man.
Kim was one of the first girls who was brave enough to get tapes and get what she needed to get. You understand? This is commerce. This is bank exchange on flesh and pride and ego. Tamika knew she could get Usher because she had evidence of what he was doing with the diddler. And guess what? Rather than going to the police and doing the right thing when that boy drowned on Lake Lanier.
Ooh, damn.
Usher did nothing for his stepchild. Matter of fact, I know for a fact he paid money to have that investigation shut down. And there has been talks that she was willing to sacrifice her child to get ahead. Now, don't forget, not long after that, she went into the coma. You remember she's in the coma? Because she got banished off. She had to get that plastic surgery cheap. She did. That's why she went out of country. Because she was told over here in the States that nobody would perform that ceremony. It was too dangerous for her, that surgery. It was too dangerous for her, and that went somewhere else. She kept going until she got somewhere with it, and they fixed up real good. And guess what? Not long after that, her and Usher was over. Yeah. Wasn't no love there. It's blackmail.
Uh-oh. Old Jag. Man, what's wrong with him? Look like something wrong with his backside. Boy, look like something wrong with your ass. with your SSA backwards. Y'all get it? Do you catch my drift? It look like something wrong with that boy. Somebody put something up in his back. God dog it. Ooh-wee. Boy, what is wrong with the world today? If that's what it takes to be a popular streamer, man, and popular on YouTube, man, I can't. Hey, I guess I would not be popular. Damn.
So show us the nails.
Don't get a close up of my nails.
No.
Listen, I've been on the road. I'm gonna do like this.
But we see a pop of color.
Yeah.
Your nails look better than mine.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
They do.
Don't do that. Like, I'm actually thinking about jumping into the nail line. Like,
oh, really?
Bro, I've been thinking about it.
Come on, man. That's why you do not idolize these celebrities, man. These NBA players, football players, and rappers and all that, man. They are just, man, characters on the stage, man. If you find out who they really are, you will be, man. Say, man, don't fall for the boo-boo, man. Once again, man, that dude is a, man, look at it. Is it a facade?
So there's this very, very strange looking weather phenomenon going on over Mexico right now. And I need answers. I need somebody to tell me what this is. What am I looking at right now? What is that? Wait, it gets weirder. It looks mechanical. It doesn't look like a natural thing.
Could it be?
What is that? Somebody tell me what this is.
A Hadron Collider. Could it be a spaceship or could it be a Hadron Collider? Let me know what you think down below. It is definitely something mechanical. It's definitely something for sure.
Smithsonian and their contempt for out-of-place artifacts. Every time giants were found, it didn't matter if it was on the West Coast, the East Coast, the Ohio River mounds. Once the Smithsonian is notified and those bones are sent to the Smithsonian, they're never heard from again. And there's denials. A good example of that, it was a famous Kincaid expedition to the Grand Canyon where they found the Egyptian citadel. Even the Phoenix Gazette carried that story. So, Tim, the cover-up has always been to keep this biblically relevant topic out of the minds of the people, so at an appropriate time in the future, they can claim whatever they want to claim, and they'll claim anything and everything. There are people literally not only wanting to bring the giants back, but to insert giant genes in our soldiers to identify genetic traces and markers, the actual gene prints of giants. You understand that's the ultimate weapon. You know, Michael Crichton with Jurassic Park brought us dinosaurs, and now we're hearing about woolly mammoths being cloned, and we're hearing all these news stories that Neanderthal is no longer a member of our family tree, which I've said for 30 years. But the point being is that it's all about weapons. And as a general said to me in special operations, it doesn't matter if it's ancient technology, doesn't matter if it's ancient genetics, those of us are either fighting to keep it out of the hands of the wrong people, or the wrong people are fighting us to kill us to get it into their hands. There's a war going on, and it's no longer just dusty old bones in a museum.
So, Steve, even during World War II, there were reports of giants and cannibalism coming out of the Solomon Islands. What was that all about?
After World War II, people couldn't reconcile the fact that a lot of servicemen, U.S. servicemen, had been eaten, cannibalized, as well as Japanese. A man named Marius, who was literally going to meet me in California with, let's just say this, irrefutable evidence. But he said to me on the phone, he said, Steve, I'm being followed, and I'm not sure I'll even make it there alive. What has to be asked, the question that needs to be asked and has to be asked, is that why do people who have the evidence, why are they intimidated? Why are they threatened? Why are they disappeared? What is this cover-up? They're starting from the premise that all the giants are gone. We're starting from the premise that there are modern-day giants now who aren't suffering from acromegaly or some pituitary disorder. One of the most remarkable things from my 4-star general friend was basically said they hunt by DNA. Every person's DNA has a specific harmonic that they could identify a specific target's DNA, the giant killer and Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. As I've been researching all these, remember the statement? Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. You go to the Bible, and whose blood cried out? Righteous Abel blood cried out to the living God after Cain slew him. So the harmonics of blood is fascinating. That's why the cry of the innocent blood is such a big deal in God's eyes. And these entities want every last human being destroyed, and in its place a hybrid. They're going to try and prove that God's a liar. Jesus himself said if the days weren't shortened, there'd be no flesh left alive, yet for the elect's sake, those days will be shortened.
Question everything, my friend.
Body is 70% water, and not a single ounce of that is in this form. If I drink this water, it's going to feel good. It's going to feel like I'm hydrating myself for a few minutes, but I'm going to pee this out in the next 45 minutes because this pure water has no reservoir in my body. The vast majority of the water within my body is actually in a crystalline structure. For this to turn into a crystal, it takes a complex relationship to a vast array of salts, mineral amino acid complexes, and protein structures.
You see, this is what I've been screaming about from the mountaintops, and everyone's calling me crazy. But now you see, now you know, I'm not the only one that's coming out and starting to say this about hydrating with water. We are carbon beings. Carbon is hydrophobic. We cannot hydrate with water. Fruit is a carbon constituent. We can hydrate with fruit. It will hydrate our body. And then they feed you the salt lie saying that you need salt. Yes, you need salt, but the salt that they are selling you is a simple salt that disassociates in water. This is why they throw this salt on top of snow, because it destroys the molecular bond that these crystalline It destroys the molecular bond of the crystalline structure in the snow, causing it to melt. And as you heard in that video, he said the water that is within our body is not the same as the water you're drinking. It has a crystalline structure. So what do you think that simple salt is doing to that crystalline structure that the water in your body is supposed to have? It's destroying it. You need complex salts that don't disassociate in water, complex salts that come from fruits or vegetables, not simple salts like sea salt and table salt. Well, I hope you guys found this content interesting. If you did, drop a like, drop a comment, and as always, peace.
Y'all heard what he said, drop a like and drop a comment, man, because that's definitely interesting. Like I always say, you learn something new every day. Every day, man. How many of you knew that regular water does not hydrate you? How many of you thought regular water was hydrating you this whole time? Even me, I'm drinking water right now. I'm thinking I'm getting hydrated. I'm over here just thinking I'm getting hydrated, man. It's quenching my thirst, man, but it's really not. It's just going in my body, man. Just filling me up. Ready to come out.
If you're wanting to know how to stay hydrated, the water rabbit hole runs deep. And once you start going down it, there's no going back. Listen to this message someone just sent me in response to information I've been sharing with them.
I looked into a lot of, the videos that a lot of people post regarding water and plastic and the fake alkalized water and versus like the Poland Spring, like pure 100% spring water, etc. bullshit. And I just feel like I didn't know it was that deep. Like I honestly didn't know how deep it went. And now that I realized, like, okay, our bodies don't really recognize that kind of water. They recognize living water with a negative charge. I didn't know that much. So, me being a health fanatic, I'm into these kind of things, and I just was like trying to inquire more about these things through you. And
I'm always happy to share this information because we don't know what we don't know. And the water rabbit hole runs so deep. Once you start waking up to this, you start to realize and see why so many people are dealing with chronic issues they don't need to be dealing with, why people can never really quite get hydrated, why people question if water is even hydrating, and why people are adding electrolytes to water. because so many people are not even drinking the right kind of water, and this is done intentionally. I wasn't taught this stuff in dietetics and nutrition school. I wasn't taught this stuff as a health and wellness coach. I didn't learn this stuff in the military. I have very, very synchronistically sort of came across this information, and I'm here to spread awareness for anyone that is ready to open their eyes to it, ready to open their ears to it, and ready to open their heart to it. And yeah, send me a DM, comment below, and I'm happy to share more with you.
Hey man, say man, y'all go to her channel and show her some love, man, because she did that in the video before. He did that too, man. They putting us on game, man, and we definitely gonna go down this water rabbit hole together. Next video might be all about water. I promise you, man, because that's very interesting. And we do need to learn about that, how to really hydrate ourselves in the correct way to get hydrated, which is probably, like the guy said before, fruits and vegetables. We definitely need to learn that, man. That's why lately I've been drinking other than detoxing and like parasite cleansing myself, I've been drinking the smoothies, the fruit smoothies to hydrate myself.
Listen to this. If you're joining the National Guard,
Force is up and running. I agree with your leadership. You want this very badly, but I agree that the time has come to create a Space National Guard as the primary combat reserve of the U.S. Space Force.
Let's go!
Very good. Right?
Old Trump, dumb.
A war that's lasted almost 100 years. This is what happened when the richest family in the world decided to create their own country. In 1917, the Rothschilds, the trillion-dollar family that invented...
If you know, you know. The truth will set you free.
Israel's fake. Israel is the front lines of the U.S. military-industrial complex. These are arbitrary borders that were just placed in the middle of the Middle East in 1948, May 14th. Israel is a country. Why Israel? Why are we going to call it Israel? Because normie Christians of the Scofield Bible who read that Israel is the Holy Land and that Jews are God's chosen people and that you should never go against these people of Israel, they believe that this secular nation state formed in 1948, where all of the bodies could be buried, where all of military industrial complex missions could be carried out for forever wars and bombing innocent people all over the place and exerting control over people. They put all of this over there, all of the money laundering, all of the NGOs that are getting rich, all of the munitions manufacturers, everybody that sits on Wall Street, which is fake, by the way. It's a controlled system of monetary exchange. You can't question that because these are God's chosen people. And that's why they did this.
Say, man, there's a big difference between being a Jew and being Jewish. If you don't know, then you know. And you might want to do some research, man. And like I always say, use your own discernment.
I want y'all to check out what it is that she's about to get ready to say about her being a part of a Masonic family. Now, I will say this, I cannot confirm or deny anything that she's about to get ready to say, but I will ask that you guys use discernment when dealing with the information, because I've spoken on this situation once before, and in my opinion, everything that she says is 100% accurate. Let's go ahead and just get into this.
I really want to post this today because I'm a little annoyed. I somehow had a page show up on my FYI this morning where this gentleman was spreading lies, misinformation about the Masonic Lodge. And when I piped in and gave him the truth, he blocked me off. Here's the reality, folks. In order to be a Shriner, you have to be a 32nd or 33 degree Mason, okay? My father, my grandfather, and my great-grandfather were all 33 degree Masons. Let me start off by saying my grandfather and great-grandfather do not fall into this category. But my father and every Mason I've met since then falls into the category I'm going to talk about. Along with my grandmother, who was an Eastern Star, who falls into this category as well, okay? Everything that I have been through, everything that I have seen, everyone I have interacted with, every book from the Masonic Lodge I've ever read, all their little secret books I have, because my dad was killed in 2008. So I have a lot of stuff that probably shouldn't have, but I have it, and I'm going to keep it, okay? They actually do not believe in God. They worship Satan. And these people that are on, they're trying to tell you that that's not true. It's 100% true. Do your research. Also, they monster animals. They monster children. They abuse their women and children. They're alcoholics. They're cheaters. They're demonic. Okay? I know that because I'm a victim of that since I was at the age of 3. My dad was a Shriner clown. My dad was very prominent in the West Coast Shriners and the Masonic Lodge. My grandmother was an Eastern Star, very much involved in the same thing. They tried to indoctrinate me by putting me in Job's Daughters. That didn't work. So they tried to indoctrinate me by putting me in the Rainbow Girls. That didn't work. They tried to indoctrinate me by getting me to date a DeMolay boy. That didn't work. I wasn't falling for any of this. I'd already been through all of the abuse, the mistreatment, and all of the rest of it. I have seen it all. My dad was murdered in 2008, and at his funeral was half Masonic, half military. I have never seen anything in my life that was more disgusting than the Masonic service. Talking about how pure and amazing and wonderful this person was. Really? When everyone that was there that did the service knows my father and knows what he did to me and knows the kind of person he is and the kind of person they are, because they're doing the same thing. Every one of them. There wasn't one of them that was there that doesn't have a family member that's had the same outcries that I have. So you can block me off of your page. I don't really care. You could block me off your lives. I really don't care about that either, because I'm going to always speak the truth. I am a victim of the Masonic Lodge. I am a victim of the Shriner Clowns. I am a victim of the Masons. And they are satanic. They are horrible people. And they hurt their family and their children. And if you don't like what I'm saying, that's fine. I don't care. I got the receipts. All of them. So block me off your page. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. And you know what? I could tell you who my father is. And I could tell you the 3 lodges that are involved. And I could tell you the 250 Masons that are involved.
Dang.
But you know what? Believe what you choose to believe. But the Masonic Lodge is satanic. They have satanic rituals. And their families are victims. I said what I said. Have a good day.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This is home for me, man, because I personally know someone who has been through this. And I always often wonder, why would it be that your father would do this to you? And as I started to grow up and I started to get more in tune with like the occultic teachings and things like that, I started to see why it was. But see, my only question is why do they do it? Why do they do this to their children? I could tell you a lot of stories because I've been attacked by these group of people for the last 5 years. But with that being said, man, if you know anything about this, let me know in the comments section below. If you've been a victim to this in any way, form, or fashion, and you just want to speak your piece, please let me know in the comment section below, man. You call judgment on your victimizers by speaking your truth, all right? Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram at IamAwakened_StarC, and please don't forget to go over to YouTube for the daily readings and follow me on YouTube at IamAwakened. And I just want to leave you as I came. I want you guys to always be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. And as always, peace, family. Peace meaning positive energy always creates elevation. Ashe.
She said a mouthful.
The eyes require 25% of the nutrition for the day. She had 100 patients, 60 to 70% of their cataracts completely reversed.
Y'all, this is alleged. I'm not saying any of this is true. Like I say, don't believe anything that you hear or see in these videos. Don't believe anything that I say in these videos. Always use your own discernment. Always do your own research. Let's go.
2 months.
Because I have myopia, and I have found ways to reverse myopia. But the problem is it's very slow, and it's a lot. It takes a lot of energy and effort that I haven't really been willing to put into it. So what has been your experience using pearl powder for regenerating the eyes?
So it's been pretty remarkable. The first ever study done on pearl powder was done on people who had cataracts. And this lady, she demonstrated that when she gave her patients pearl powder and had them rub pearl powder around the eyelids and use it just topically and internally, she had 100 patients, 60 to 70% of their cataracts completely reversed within 2 months. Wait a minute, in my family, everybody's got glasses. You know, everybody's eyes get progressively worse. And then I thought, wait, what have I been lied to? So then, through the course of this last year, we've had tons of people, they put their reviews and their testimonials up on our website, where they've gone from like +6 to +4. You know, they've gone from -3 to -2. You know, I had people who they had readers. They're like, I always had to use my readers. I don't use readers anymore. I've just used the pearl. We have people doing eye exercises, you know, training your eyes, because the biggest issue sometimes...
Do your own research now. Hey, that's true now.
Oh, what? Do you see? Вот, видите? Ужас, ужас. Он живой еще, смотрите. Ужас. It's alive. Вау. Живой он до сих пор.
It's alive, guys. We made an experiment. We cooked this salmon, and we still got the warm, live one.
Everyone needs to cleanse. Cleanse, purify, parasite cleanse. 3 to 4 times a year.
That's disgusting. No more salmon for me. She must have been cooking that on low heat, because that thing should have been burnt up and cooked too, like the salmon, man. I want to know what's really going on. And this ain't the first time I heard that about Kirkland's salmon. That's nasty.
Someone tell me right now. Is that what I think it is? Are these parasites in my sushi?
That's disgusting.
Somebody let me know.
Disgusting. How many of you out there eat sushi? Y'all better start. Y'all better either stop it or start paying attention. As a matter of fact, just stop. Because that is sick. That is sick. That's disgusting, man.
Have you seen the new Netflix documentary Poisoned? It's really a must-watch to better understand food safety or unsafety in this country. My 3 main takeaways. First, toss any boxed or bagged lettuce. I have a box in my fridge I'm going to toss after this. Second, you'll probably feel a little chicken to eat chicken. It's legal to sell chicken with salmonella in this country. And finally, just how iffy the regulatory system is and the extent to which they prioritize finances over our health, children's health. It's infuriating and scary. But as with any of these films, don't freak out, watch, inform yourself, and then do what you can.
Now, guess what the allowed amount of atrazine is in drinking water? This is why it's so important to drink good water, high quality. Guess what 200 converted a male frog into a female frog. Guess what the allowed amount is in drinking water? Just take a guess.
2,000.
3,000.
3,000. That's a lot.
3,000. So you can see why so many women are developing breast cancer, because as estrogen goes up, breast cancer goes up, cervical cancer goes up, fibroids goes up, etc. Okay? As estrogen goes up, more problems with men. Lower testosterone, more man boobs, more losing hair, more belly fat, an inability to make muscle.
Is that why? Does that make the? I mean, he mentioned the frogs, man, the female and male frogs. That meaning why a lot of guys are starting to act more feminine these days. Could that be? Could that be the problem, man? Because man, I know y'all have noticed that too. A lot more men are either acting more feminine these days or just coming out, I guess. I don't know, but what's really going on out here in the world?
Poison documentary on Netflix makes you not want to eat shit.
By far caused by lettuce more than ground beef.
When you eat a hamburger, the most dangerous part of that is not the burger. It's going to be the onion, lettuce, and tomatoes. only means that it uses
I ain't hungry.
distribution.
That's nasty, man. That's just like people eating pork, and the pigs poop and eat at the same place, man. If you know, you know. But that's crazy because, you know, it's a reason why we always have outbreaks and E. coli outbreaks with romaine lettuce and onions and tomatoes. Not a coincidence.
Is fish good? Fish rots in the intestines.
Oh, that's where the worms go.
Exactly right. Anything that walk, crawls, swim, or fly, and that has a head should not enter my system.
They should have a face.
They need to have a face. Leave it alone.
And people, that's why we are supposed to eat meat or fish in moderation, and mainly we supposed to eat fruits and vegetables.
No, I literally got to bring the guitar and I push the set out and I put stuff into it. And I've already rinsed this. I already did the whole thing, song on it. Literally,
got down.
white, the color, and it looks like a.
People wonder why black people so picky about, you know, cleaning their food off so much. But look at that. That's dyed. They had to be dyed. I don't think that was a real fish. It couldn't have been. Not with that much dye or whatever. Dye. That's dye coming off of it, man. That's the only thing I can think of.
Hello guys, this is wild caught Alaskan salmon. It was frozen and we decided to cook, but look what we found here. Please do not eat Kirkland wild caught salmon because we found these worms.
It's alive.
And it is.
It's moving around. Look. Yes, right there. Like.
Now that's nasty.
Oh my gosh.
That's nasty. And look at them kids. They was finna eat that. They was finna feed it to the babies.
Look at how many black dots here. Here, everywhere.
Where do you see that?
The big one came from here.
And then, oh my gosh, let me try to catch it.
We're not in class.
No,
that's disgusting. So hold up now, and y'all, that's why they want to cancel stuff like they want to cancel TikTok, man. Cause man, luckily they got a mama that's on TikTok, man. Cause anybody else, they not watching. They not, man, watching for that. They not, man. Hey, they not on point like that, man. We on point, man. If you're not on point and you new to this type of content and to my videos, you gonna be on point. Cause I'm gonna keep you on point, man. Cause I stay on point, man. For real. That's disgusting, man. No more salmon, no more fish for me. And we checking everything from now on. And if we see anything, the signs that it got worms, it's going out. Matter of fact, we finna switch to the fruit and vegetable diet, man. For real. Like we supposed to be. Like the animals in the jungle, man. Like the gorillas. You see them big old strong gorillas and the rhinoceros and the elephants, what they eat? Green. They eat greenery. Yeah, veggies, leaves and stuff. And they strong. They the most powerful animals on the earth. Not the animals that eat meat.
Now we learn from the Bible why your map is upside down. Hello out there. In this video, I will be showing you that the East and West that we know of today is different from the East and West in the Bible. Now this is the first incident in the book of Enoch where I almost gave up on trying to figure it out. I actually put this down because I could not understand it, but the Most High has encouraged me to pick it back up, and he gave me the understanding by opening up a candle of understanding in my heart. And now I will be sharing this with you, and it's coming from the book of Enoch. It says, and at the ends of the earth I saw 12 portals open to all the quarters of the heavens. These are the four right here. 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter, 4 quarter. These are the 4 quarters of the earth. All right. And it said 3 of them are open on the face, which is the east. All right. This is the face. This is as saith this is a head. This is the dome, and it's looking at you. So this is the face. So, and this is the back of the head. This is the ear on this side. This is the ear on that side. Let's just use that as an example. So we have the east. This is the face. All right. It says 3 of them are open on the face. That's the east of the heavens, and 3 are in the west. All right. 3 in the west, and 3 on the right, which is the south. See, we have 3 on the right. All right. Of heaven, and 3 on the left, which is the north. That's the left. That's the north. Now already, when we look at this map or this chart, we see something strange going on here. So if we turn it like this, and we have the east on this side, which we normally look at, and we have the west on this side. Notice that the south is up and the north is down. Therefore, the east and the west is correct through here, but the north and the south is incorrect according to the way we think. But this is the Bible. So even if we turn it this way and put the north at the top, like we're normally used to seeing it, and the south at the bottom, we have the west on the east side, and we have the east on the west side. So where are we going with this? Well, remember all of those videos online when they show the eclipse coming from the west? We see it coming from this way, or same thing here this way. It is actually coming from the east, because the map has the north at the top and the south at the bottom, and this is biblical. So the eclipse is actually coming from the east, and we think that it is coming from the west, but it is actually coming from the east. So it is coming from this way, which is the east, and it's going this way, and as you can see, America's right here. So we see this eclipse coming from this way, and it's coming from east to west. I'm going to leave that at that. God bless you. Have a great night or day.
Yo, you can't forget, man, that everything in this world is backwards. Even our vision, man, the way we see is not the right way. Our brain, something in our brain flips it, because everything we see is really upside down, but our brain turns it to look what we call right side up, to make it look like, you know. But everything we really see, and you can do your research, everything we really see is really upside down. Do your research if you think I'm lying.
And now we learn from the Bible what comes through these portals. Hello out there. In order for us to find out what is coming through these portals and where they are going to, we had to first map out the portals according to the correct topography of the world map. In order to do that, we have to go to the Book of Enoch, and I'll be explaining this step by step, so you will have to follow me in order to understand what is going on. And it says right here in the Book of Enoch, and at the ends of the earth I saw 12 portals open to all the quarters of the heaven, from which the winds go forth and blow over the earth. 3 of them are open on the face, which is the east. And as we have here, we have, this is the face, and that's the back of the head. So this is the face. And 3 in the west. As you can see, the west is right here. East, west. All right. And 3 on the right, which is the south of the heaven. So the right, we have south on the right hand side. All right. And 3 on the left, which is the north. 3 on the left is the north. All right. So we will have to turn the map this way, which puts Africa north. All right. And we have Russia in the eastern part, and we have, of course, the United States in the west. All right, now let's see what happens with these portals. Now it says, and the first wind from these portals, called the east wind, comes forth through the first portal, which is in the east, inclining towards the south. From it comes forth desolation, drought, heat, and destruction. And let me explain that. It said, the east wind comes forth through the first portal, which is in the east, inclining towards the south. Let's find that. This is the east, and it's inclining towards the south. So this is the first portal, because that's south. So this portal right here is bringing forth desolation, drought, heat, and destruction. So let's see what country is near that. And this is Russia. So let's find out what kind of information do we have on heat and destruction and drought in Russia. Now when you look at it online, you find out that we have droughts of 1975 and 1981 occurred in all crop production regions of the country. Look at that, all crop production regions of the country. So this is definitely destruction. They were unprecedented since 1891, the shortage in the total grain harvest, and that's the rest of the article. But notice what it says here. Droughts and famines in Russia and the Soviet Union. Mass famines were reported in years of drought in the 1920s and 1930s, and the last one occurred in 1984. Now this is Russia. This same portal, which it says come forth drought and heat and destruction, is right here next to Russia. I find that very interesting. Follow me, and on the next one, we'll discuss what goes through the next portal. God bless you. Have a great day.
Whoo! Game. Hey, game applied is equals knowledge. Say, man, a lack of perception equals deception, man. I mean, a lack of perception breeds deception. That's what I really meant to say. Like I say, game applied is knowledge, man. Come on now. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below.
The latest Exorcist movie, The Exorcist the Believer, and I went through the written comments of those videos, and there are a lot of things people got wrong about the whole thing on exorcism and demons. In a way, I suppose the movie achieved what it set out to do, glorifying evil and making a big deal of the demon's powers when in reality it's nothing compared to God. Let's kick this off with pride. Now we know after listening to various exorcists many times before that these fallen angels are beings filled with pride. Too much pride. In fact, hear Father Ripperger talking about it.
They're during sessions when they're taking just the most brutal beating, they're more worried about the humiliation and the ridicule they're going to take in hell once they get booted out than the severity of the brutality of what they're going through. Okay. Kind of interesting, because you start seeing how white human beings function the way they do.
And to add to that, Father Ripperger also spoke about one particular case involving a woman where the demon's saying things like you're better than everybody else.
Now, if they take part of the whole, if they take possession of part of the body, it's called partial possession. And it means that there's some particular part of their body that the demon's actually possessed. It can be any part of the body whatsoever. Anything down to one woman, it was her elbow. I mean, you do the strangest thing. One time I had this demon, I commanded you to put this on the part of the body you're possessing, so he stuck it on the top of his head. And then we found out that's exactly the part where, and the reason he was possessing that part of her head is because she became possessed through a mortal sin of pride. So one of the demons tempted her, you're better than everybody else. She got sucked into it, gave consent to it, and boom, that's how he got in. So they possess part of the body. They only possess the whole of the body if the person has given themselves over entirely to the demon. It is entirely false that you have to give consent to the possession for it to happen. I know about half the people I've seen that.
So what you in for, brother?
Hold up, man. I got a perfect example of this, man. I just seen this movie, man. It's called The Blacksmith and the Devil. You must watch it because it's a prime example about the bells and demons and the devil not liking bells. I promise you, man. I watched this and I said, oh my God. The light switch went off in my head. Like, this is the perfect video. But I couldn't find a video on TikTok, the example, man. It wouldn't show that. That's how powerful it is. I think they did that on purpose. I should have recorded myself. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back, watch the movie, and record that part myself and show you, man. But just in case, man, if you go watch it right now, it's on Netflix, The Blacksmith and the Devil, and I'm telling you, it is a must watch. You gonna think it's one of those lazy watches, man. You gonna end up liking the movie, I swear, especially when you see the part about the bells, man. I promise you, y'all, man. Hey, it's a very good watch.
Eternity.
Ooh, that's a long time. You must have did some really bad shit.
Yeah. I sold my soul.
Hope you got something good for it.
Matter of fact, I got nothing for it.
Well, that's a really bad deal if you ask me.
Well, I'm not asking you.
Doesn't really matter, though. Can't sell your soul anyway.
Oh, really? Why do you say that?
It doesn't really belong to you in the first place. No way, no how.
So who does it belong to?
Belongs to God.
Yes, sir.
The universal spirit that animates and binds all things in existence.
Made my
Devil
heart
gonna try to
smile.
confuse you. But that's a gig. But in the end, you're gonna see clear to who and what you are and what you're here to do. Now, you're gonna make some mistakes along the way, everybody does. But if you just open up your heart and open up your mind, you get it.
Who are you?
An angel.
Just a friend, brother. Just a really good friend.
An angel of the light could be Jesus Christ himself. You never know, but he definitely a light being sent to you to give you that message. Y'all, I'm gonna check that movie out tonight. It's called Bedazzled, just in case y'all want to check it out, man. It's a must watch too. I'm pretty sure, obviously it is, you know. But hey, that's the video, y'all. Hope y'all liked it. Then y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. It's your boy Koozie. I'm out. I hope y'all have a good day, good night, whatever time it is that y'all watching this video. I'm out. Holla.